going to call to order the Budget and Personnel Committee meeting July 12, 2022 at 6 p.m. We have no public comment, so I'll entertain a motion to adopt the agenda as presented.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So moved. And at this time, I want to turn it over to Mr. Talbert for a 2022 budget review.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And I'll preface my comments with saying that you all know our situation right now, and we are down into it considerably with the end-of-year stuff right now and a limited staff currently. So the comments I'll give you referring to our FY22 budget are all preliminary as we are trying to wind that up. Right now, you'll remember back a few months ago, the last time we had a meeting in May, I believe it was, with budget and personnel, I predicted us almost an $800 surplus and told you
More than that. More than $800.
$800,000. I'm sorry.
800,000.
I'm sorry.
Forgot a
I
word.
said you didn't hear it called the mask, right?
Yeah.
$800,000 surplus was almost that. And I told you at the time that I was trying to stay conservative. And at the time, eventually, council took your recommendations and dedicated $546,444 of that to reserve accounts, of which $146,000 and change went to the beach recreation and tourism account, $100,000 each to the property acquisition and boat ramp reserve account, and $200,000 to the park equipment account, which at the time left about a $250,000 unallocated balance. Tonight, after some review of our current ledger, our general ledger, I can tell you that our estimate for surplus is going to be more on the order of $1.4 to $1.5 million. Now, that being said, we still have a few end-of-year transfers to make, and we are still going through our numbers with our limited staff to make sure that we don't haven't missed anything and we've got everything accounted for. I will tell you that the second half of our ARPA money has not shown up yet. Last year we got it on June 30th, last day of the fiscal year last year, which caused us to include that in a end-of-year budget amendment. And all that Treasury would tell us is that it should show up about the same time this year. So we included that number in our FY22 budget, which it didn't show up. So we included that in our amendment, which it didn't show up, which means we're going to amend it again without that, as well as the FY23 budget that was just approved, because it's obviously, hopefully, going to show up in the FY23 budget that we just started a few days ago. So I will have for you, when we finish proofing the numbers and everything, I will have additional recommendations for you on how to allocate those funds. The general rules here that I've always followed is when you have a surplus, you do not dedicate that to recurring costs, you dedicate that to reserve accounts and other one-time uses such as capital projects. That is typically what I would recommend to do with that. We don't incur recurring costs with a one-time surplus for obvious reasons. And that is about the extent of what I have for our FY22 budget review.
All right, any comment on that? No?
Great.
All right, at this time, I entertain a motion that the council convene a closed meeting pursuant to section 2.2-3711A1, 5 Code of Virginia for discussion of and review of senior staff and potential business opportunities.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
So moved.